Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm just going to be taking apart the front end of the bike as well as cleaning and resealing the fuel tank. Just wanted to give a quick heads up. My GoPro footage got corrupted when I was extracting it, so I have to use what's available on my phone, and that would be in vertical format. So this is the fuel pump assembly. Previous owner told me that they replaced the fuel pump and filter and drove for about 2 weeks before it stopped working again. However, the state that everything is in, this doesn't seem like it was replaced anytime soon. I mean, recently. And here's another issue. So I got just the pump and the filter because you can buy those fairly cheap. By fairly cheap, I mean anywhere from like $20 to $80 for aftermarket pumps. But these are thermistors right here, where this wire goes and where this wire was supposed to go to a thermistor right here, which I believe control the fuel level. I'm not 100% certain about that. So I'm not 100% sure if those actually do control the fuel levels. I believe that's what the case is. So I may just end up buying a whole new assembly altogether. However, the whole assembly to buy this whole thing starts from $300 to about $550 from the dealer. And then the $300 ones are from like eBay and stuff. So I'm going to look around and see if I can find something reasonably affordable. Just because these thermistors themselves, each one is about $172 a piece. So it just makes more sense to buy the full assembly and go from there. But for now, what we're going to do is work on cleaning out that tank. So as you can see inside the tank, it's pretty disgusting. That's a lot of rust, a lot of residue. So we're going to clean all that out. So to clean out the tank, I'm going to be using the kit from KBS. I got it on Amazon for about, I think it was like $55. First you use the KBS clean, and then the KBS blast, and then the sealer. I'm also going to use an old set of keys in the tank as an agitator to knock off some of the rust. So you do have to make this a 1-to-1 mixture. So I filled up the tank with a bottle of the clean. Now I filled it up with warm water. I'm going to use that in the tank as well. I did put a plastic bag around the cap to close it off. That way the cap doesn't get any damage. Doesn't get damaged. And all you have to do now is just keep mixing it for about 45 minutes. This is the water that came out after using the KBS clean. So after using the KBS clean, it does look a lot better already. And this is just the first stage, so I just rinsed it out. And it's looking better. Still a long way to go though. So the second step is to use the KBS Rust Blast. This one does not need to be diluted, you just pour it in. And I do still have the keys inside as the agitator. So once you clean out the Rust Blast, just put a heat gun in there because you want to dry out the tank completely before using the tank sealer. So I'm going to set this up and then have it running for maybe an hour or two. So this is the tank sealer. It's the last step. Everything inside is dry now. I do need to mix it up and then pour the tank sealer in. So once everything's poured in, you want to close up the cap and put plastic wrap around it again, not to get anything dirty. And then you just keep rotating it for the next 30 to 45 minutes to make sure that the sealer covers everything inside the tank. Once you're done rotating the tank for those 30 to 45 minutes, you need to drain that the excess sealer out and then let everything dry for at least a few hours. I let it dry for a couple of days. So in the meantime, I'm just going to be taking apart the front end of this bike. And while I'm disassembling the bike, I wanted to share a quick Bible verse. In Isaiah 40:31, it says, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles.
They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint.
So this is what it looks like after drying for a few days. Much better. I did find a new fuel pump assembly on eBay. I paid about $100 for it, which I will be installing once I have the tank repainted.
So now that the bike is fully disassembled, the tank is cleaned and resealed, I just have to do the exhaust, paint, and a few other bits and pieces here and there. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you in the next video, and God bless.